3 tactics to get more leads today, and you can apply any of them in the next 24 hours. Hey, I'm Scott Beckford. This is the I Love Mortgage Brokering podcast. And each week I bring you episodes to help you in your business. Sometimes I get tactical. Sometimes I talk about strategy, mindset. Today I want to talk about tactics because everybody wants more leads. So then how do you get them? These are some that I've talked about in other episodes, but I've decided to put them into one episode to help you out. And I promise you, if you go and apply one or all of these, you're going to get more deals. So the very first one is the really simple, and most people overlook it, DMing and sending a video DM to everybody in your contact list. Most people have about 300 friends on Facebook. That's on average. Some people have many more. You got contacts in your phone. You're on Instagram. And the whole idea is, and Scott McCrack, and I got a podcast episode with him where we discussed this. We put 10 million in his pipeline from just sending video DMs to everybody that he ever had contact with, whether they went to school together, whether he worked with them at one time. And here's why you need to do this. This is why this works. One, people don't see your stuff. So you're posting on social, you're like, hey, look at me, I'm a mortgage. They don't see it. Like the reality is that if you look at the algorithm, every fourth post is an ad. So that means that set 25% is gone off the top. The next is it's going to be typically stuff that's going to engage the algorithm. It's going to be funny. It's going to be controversial. Your mortgage content, even my mortgage content, the stuff that I share doesn't get a lot of reach because it's not that interesting. Let's be honest. Here's a test I can give you to know if your people that know you know that you're a mortgage broker. If you run into someone you haven't seen in a while and they say, oh my gosh, I didn't know you're a mortgage broker. I just redid my mortgage. I just bought a place. That means that you are basically a secret agent. And so what you need to do and do 25 of them a day. And so Scott, I think he did 25 or 50 a day for multiple weeks. And then he took a break and he did it again 90 days later. And he'd send a different message. And it's really simple. You just send him the video. Hey, it's Scott here. Just let you know, put him in mortgage chat. If you have any questions to do with mortgages, anything with interest rates, real estate, I'm happy to help. Hope you have an amazing day. That's it. Now, a lot of people are going to ignore you, but they see it. I was talking to one of our agents, Adam, told me he got a deal from somebody he'd sent DM video 2 years ago. 2 years ago, it was like $4,000 or $5,000 commission. They never replied to the DM. They saw it though. The reality is that they still saw it in the DMs or in your text messages. It's going to be seen, and then people will still see. So it's like basically free advertising. So step one, you need to DM every single person that you have ever had contact with, and don't overthink it. Do not worry. If you send 100, some people are going to ignore your thing and just ask you a question about real estate or mortgage. That's the first tactic that you want to apply. The second tactic that you want to apply is you want to clone your best referral partners. And so if you have referral partners that you're working with right now, whether it's real estate agents, financial planners, whatever, you need to ask them. I have a way that I ask realtors, financial planners, or insurance people. If you're already doing business together, you'd say something like, hey, Dave, I've really enjoyed working with you. Seems like we kind of have the same type of clients, really like it. I'm curious, this is what I'd ask a real estate agent. If you go on vacation, who covers your listings for you? Who covers your properties? Oh, well, I get Sally. Amazing. Sally, you know what? Would you mind introducing me to Sally? I'd love to meet her. If you trust her, I think I'd like to meet her. And you ask for introductions to people that they trust. That's a really simple one. The other thing you can do with real estate agents is ask them, especially if you're in an area where there's multiple cities and realtors typically only work in a region. You can ask them, hey, do you have any realtor partners in insert other markets? So if you're in Burlington, do you have any that are in Oakville or somewhere, or in Vaughan? And if they say, oh yeah, I got somebody to refer to, amazing. Because again, they've got a relationship. Can you give me an introduction? So you're going to ask for introductions. So the first strategy is video DMs to everybody, letting them know what you do. The second strategy is asking for introductions from existing referral partners. If it's a financial planner, I would then ask them 2 questions. One would be, if it's a financial planner you work with, you say, hey, look, do you have any real estate agents that you do financial planning for? An agent I coached did this. She met with a real estate agent. She had a great meeting with them, then asked for an intro to a financial planner, got to the financial planner, had another great meeting, got business from both of them, by the way, and then asked the financial planner, do you have any other realtors you work with? That turned into more real estate agents that she got introduced to. And these were not cold introductions. These were warm introductions. And so she basically piggybacked those relationships. And so introductions are a great thing to do. So if you're meeting with a financial planner that you trade business with or you've worked with, hey, I know you do financial planning. Maybe they don't do insurance. Who do you refer to for insurance, right? So something they don't do. A realtor doesn't cover their listings when they're on vacation. That's something they don't do. A realtor doesn't do real estate transactions in a city. If they're in Edmonton, they don't do real estate transactions in Calgary. That's not something they typically will do. And so the same thing with this, ask them for something they don't do, but is adjacent to what you would be, and ask for an introduction. It's very powerful. If you have 5 referral partners right now that you trust, or 10, you easily have 10 more introductions right in front of you. Like, it's literally that simple. So step 1, DM. Step 2, ask for introductions. In the third tactic, here's what you're going to do. You're going to go to all of your past clients, people that you've done mortgages for, and you're going to do a survey. This comes from my buddy Wally, Eli Berry, and you're going to ask them, hey, I want to do a survey. Important for me that you're taken care of financially. Can I ask you some questions about, do you have a financial planner? It's going to be indirect introductions or referrals. You're going to find two things here. And so if I had a client, I'm going to say, do you have a financial planner? Amazing. Can you rate them on a scale of 1 to 10? And the reason you want to ask a rating is some people work with people that they just work with them because they're like, meh, they're not that great, but they could have been offered a better opportunity. So if they say it's a 7 or under, it's an opportunity for me to introduce them to my person. If they say it's an 8 or above, I want an introduction. So it goes like this. If I meet with a client, I reach out to my clients and say, hey, you know what, Bob, it looks like your mortgage is 1 year in. It's been 12 months. Give you an update on interest rates. Hey, I've got a quick little survey I want to do with you while we're on the phone. First, can I ask just a couple questions? And then, hey, do you have a financial planner? Yes or no? If they do, ask, do you have a estate? Do you have a lawyer? Do you have a will? Ask all these questions around anything to do with finances that aren't you. And in it, you're looking for it. And then if they say yes, rate them. If they say no, do you want an introduction? Now you're generating leads for your referral partners. And so if you have a database of 100 people and you call them all, there's no world that you don't get dozens of introductions to other professionals and dozens of referrals for your existing partners. And so those 3 really simple strategies. None of them cost you any money. They take you a little bit of time. You've got to put yourself out there a little bit. You got to feel a little bit comfortable about saying, don't worry about it. We're in the mortgage business. It's way worse for people to not know who you are or what you do. And then the other thing to think about is that, let's say you have a friend that you could help, but because you are hoping they see your posts on social, that they don't. And then they end up getting bad advice. They end up working with somebody that's dishonest. In my opinion, that you have a moral obligation. If you're an honest, ethical person, a moral obligation to let people know what you do. It is not salesy. It is you're serving people. And so what you're going to do is do the DMs, videos, do the introductions. So ask all your referral partners for someone that they work with that you could get introduced to. And then finally, do a survey of your database and find out who you can help. Anybody under 7, you're going to get them a referral. Anybody over 8, you're going to ask for an introduction. So then you expand your network. Hope you find that useful. Apply one or all of those and get back to me in 6 months. And I will be shocked if your business isn't significantly bigger. Hey, thanks for listening. As I always say, there's no problem in your mortgage business that someone else hasn't already solved. Your problem is finding the solution when you need them. This podcast is designed to provide some of those answers. Thanks for listening, and I will see you on the next episode.